Ladies and gentlemen, every single day you wake up and your life feels routine. Why? Because you've memorized a set of thoughts, a routine of actions, and a loop of emotional states. When you think the same way, you make the same choices, which create the same experiences and ultimately produce the same emotions. This cycle, this loop, is what defines your past and projects it relentlessly into your future. We are creatures of habit. And those habits are not merely behaviors, they are deeply entrenched neurological and chemical programs. We live life in a constant state of high beta brainwave activity, a high frequency, fast, chaotic signal that keeps us locked in survival mode. Think of high beta as the brain on overdrive, hypervigilant, analyzing every person, object, and situation in your known reality to predict the next moment. This is the stress state, the alarm state. It's necessary for survival, yes, but when it becomes chronic, it is the root of limitation. When you are in high beta, you are consciously thinking about your problems, and your body is producing the exact corresponding stress hormones, adrenaline, cortisol, to match that chaotic frequency. Here is the critical realization. The emotion of your past is running your present. Your body is so conditioned by the chemical signature of these familiar emotions, fear, anger, resentment, guilt, that it has become chemically addicted to them. The body literally begins to signal the brain to produce the thoughts that will fire the chemical cascade it craves. Your body has become the mind. Your personality creates your personal reality. If 95% of who you are by age 35 is a set of memorized behaviors, emotional reactions, unconscious habits, and ingrained beliefs, then 95% of your life is predetermined by your past programming. You are effectively a victim of your own creation, stuck in a state where your body and your emotions are dictating your destiny. The only way to step into a new future is to interrupt this predictable loop. You have to move beyond the analytical mind, the high beta consciousness that keeps reviewing the past, and the emotional habituation of the body. You have to stop letting your environment control your inner state. When you allow external circumstances, your ex-partner, your difficult boss, your financial trouble, to dictate how you feel, you are giving away your power of creation. True power lies in being able to hold an elevated emotional state, regardless of what is happening outside of you. The necessary act is one of undoing, interrupting the predictable loop. This requires you to step away from your environment, your schedule, your phone, and your name. You have to become nobody for a period of time, in the most important way: no body, no one, nowhere, no time. This moment of voluntary surrender, of unhooking yourself from the triggers of your old life, is the moment you begin to dissolve the old identity. It is when you stop thinking and start observing your own thoughts and feelings that you gain the freedom to choose something new. To create a new future, you must change your energy, because energy is frequency, and frequency carries information. Let's be clear, you can't create abundance from a state of lack. You can't create radiant health and well-being from a state of chronic stress and victimhood. To manifest the life you desire, your internal state, your inner frequency, must match the energy of that desired future before it physically appears. This is where we move from the limited, predictable laws of the Newtonian world into the expansive creative power of the quantum field. The Newtonian model is the world of matter. It defines reality as separate objects in space and time, where change is slow and laborious. In this model, you are a particle, bound by cause and effect, where the past dictates the future. You are defined by your physical senses, and as long as your attention is fixed solely on matter, the people, the objects, the places, the problems in your known reality, you remain stuck in that limited, predictable perspective. When you are looking for your change in the material world, you are waiting for a cause outside of you to create an effect inside of you. But the quantum world is the world of energy, the world of the wave. Everything in the universe, at its fundamental core, is energy vibrating at a certain frequency. When you shift your consciousness, you are not just changing your mind, you are changing your magnetic field. You are changing the frequency you are broadcasting into the vast, invisible, unified field. This field is pure potentiality, a non-local, infinite space where all possible futures exist simultaneously as waves of probability. It is the place of the unknown, the fertile void from which all creation springs. You manifest your future self, not by thinking, but by being. When your clear intention, electric charge, meets elevated emotion, magnetic charge, you become a living magnet,